Okay, so 4th of July, so I guess we don't have folks on from the US today. Um, Clement, Emmanuel, I put your names into the minutes or into the Google Doc. Um, Less people than usual, but I did have a chance this past week to try out the new LangChain for J-CDI. In particular, I tried it with Open Liberty to see how the examples would work. And I had a couple of questions from that. Emmanuel, you might, or sorry, probably Clement, you might have some background on this. Um, so far, so far I've got close, but not quite fully able to run to get everything to start cleanly. Um, Part of that, I guess, stems from the fact that it uses Azure as the Azure cloud as sort of the default implementation for where to get the LLM from, which seemed weird to me. I don't, does that, I see you're making a face on that, Clement. Is that unexpected?
That is unexpected. It should use the default one we have used in LangChain4j, in Quarkus LangChain4j, and it should be the default in LangChain4j CDI is OpenAI. It should not be Azure OpenAI.
Okay. Hmm.
Did you run the example or because for the integration test, I think we use
I
Olama.
did use the
Uh,
example and hang on one sec, I can share my screen.
but yeah, I mean,
And the reason why we want to use OpenAI, there is no real reason actually. It was first it's the most stable API we have out there. It's pretty stable and it's pretty standard. So if you can connect with OpenAI, you can connect to OpenShift AI, you can connect to well, somewhat to Llama and things like
Right.
that. So
Um, All right, I'm just updating the minutes as I go here too. So why did the examples use Azure OpenAI? All right, so yeah, hey Buhake, welcome.
Hi.
I'll share my screen here. All right, I think it's doing it. All right, so if I go, here's LangChain CDI examples, Liberty car booking. Oh,
are you
sorry.
sharing?
Sorry, looks like I missed a button. I'm almost sharing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so Liberty car booking. And I'm so um, this says testing against GPT 3.5 and 4.0
Ooh.
on a dedicated Azure instance as an application requirement, which I kind of ignored at the beginning until I crashed on the trying to run it. Um, so the so the actual even if I go into like oops into the POM XML, it's running Azure OpenAI.
Yeah.
There's
So
no like
hey,
Olama or anything else. Like so the at the root of the whole thing, go back up to the top. It says that you can, how to run examples, use LM Studio, use Olama. Tells you these nice things you could do in theory, but then you actually get to the examples and you'd have to basically figure all that stuff out for yourself if you want to use either of those. And the only sort of like fully coded option appears to be Azure, which
can you show me the
well, I
properties, the
was looking
configuration properties?
I was looking no, at the other applications, and they are not using. Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought they
Yeah,
would be using OpenAI because I can see that in Elidon or in Pariah, it's function for J OpenAI,
oh, is
but
it
not.
in the Payara example?
Yeah,
If I go under
so
Payara car booking?
yeah, I didn't run all the examples, so I don't know all of them.
LangChain for J OpenAI. Yeah, that's actually sorry, that was in the other one too, but this one I don't think I see the Azure.
Yeah, and you have both Azure and not Azure because you have also LangChain for OpenAI in the Liberty example. So I guess you could use the OpenAI directly. I mean, you might
I
want to
think
change
the
that.
I think this is actually in the Liberty one too. This one interestingly, the comment here says Azure OpenAI, but it's not actually referenced. There is no Azure OpenAI artifact being pulled in. So the Pyre
And
one might be, I guess, copy paste issue on that.
yeah, and then another thing is that I'm very surprised to see Hugging Face here. Hugging Face was popular 18 months, 2 years ago, but since it lost its popularity, especially for LLM, so I'm a bit surprised that it depends on Hugging Face and not Olama.
Because it's the initial example from more than 1 year ago.
Yeah, probably at that
I
time,
don't
yeah.
think that we did much except upgrade the version and check that it was still working, but we didn't go as far as to rewrite them up to date. So yeah, that's something we might want to do. Might add more issues on that.
Yeah, especially because with Hugging Face, you need an Hugging Face account, you need to run the model. So it's not crystal clear. It should use at least OpenAI by default and having the option to run Olama locally for people having the right hardware. Well, we would have to find a model that can support this, probably Quen.
Yeah, like that makes sense. I mean, I would find even a commented out thing in the Palm.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah,
if anything, I would say like I would probably rather the Olama be the default and have Azure be commented out.
That's because you should have used the Wi-Fi example, but it's not there.
Oh, sorry, which example?
The Wi-Fi one.
Oh, the well, yeah, I used the wrong runtime.
But yeah,
So does that one have? If I look
no, there is
through,
no Wi-Fi.
oh, there
The
is no.
Wi-Fi.
Okay,
No, it's not here because Wi-Fi is. We don't. I don't use the application properties to configure Wi-Fi thing. I use a Wi-Fi administrative API,
okay,
management API that we already have. So it's a bit different. That's why it's not in here.
okay.
But that's for joking apart. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
we should upgrade them.
I think I might still have my window open here where things fell apart. So I was, yeah, I did try to hack my way through this a little bit. I haven't fully got through it, but I added the Olama dependency and then tried to run it again. And
yeah, you need to configure it. You need to configure at least where Olama is running.
Yeah,
I did,
in
I
the
did do that,
property.
but let me hang on. I've got a VS Code window somewhere here.
Yeah, that's my bad.
There
I'm
we go.
running Azure, so
So yeah, I tried to configure it with Quen on Olama. I assume the API key would be ignored.
I think the API key must be Olama.
Why?
I don't remember. That's something I remember from I don't know where.
The
This
API
is
key must be Olama?
yeah. It's
What?
I
That's
think
a that's an Easter egg.
Yeah, because we don't have, well, I can only talk about Quarkus function Verger. We don't have an API key for Olama. But we don't integrate
Yeah.
Olama with OpenAI API. We use Olama API directly.
yeah, but that one would
and
be using that's because it's using Olama chat model. So Olama chat model is not Olama over OpenAI. It's a pure.
Okay.
I would say pure. It's the Olama library. So you have to have the
Yes.
Olama function for J in your POM.
I did that too, actually. Just like stuck it in the
wait, go back to your properties part, line 13.
yeah.
You got deved on LangChain for J.Olama. You should be supposed to be the plugin.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Oh yeah.
You think it should be like this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So fair enough. See if all this makes it go. I turned off the open telemetry just by disabling in the property, just so that it wouldn't be so hard to read the logs.
That's smart.
Yeah, otherwise it's really hard to read. So far, no complaint. But then, so now if I go to, here's my rolling list of problems. So I tried to just directly hit the API. And I get the exception. I noticed like it looks like the URL from the UI is wrong too, so I changed it to just like directly hit API car booking chat instead of just /chat.
Unless
Which gets to the endpoint, but it still seems like it's
base
tripping on
URLs.
something. Caused by base URL cannot be blank. So it's actually getting into like, so clearly I'm
So
hitting the REST API, but
what did you set at the base URL in your properties?
He set endpoint and not base URL, so I don't know
Yeah,
what.
right. I don't have a
so
base
that's it.
URL.
So line 12, it must be base URL instead of endpoint, I guess.
Oh, because okay.
Yeah, the property values. Yeah.
Yeah,
With some
Hyphen or
uppercase
With a
uppercase
dash.
oh,
URL.
I see it. Okay.
Oh, uppercase or with a dash?
Probably with the
well, you
dash,
can,
actually. I think it actually in the code
yeah,
changes it
either
to
way,
count.
either way it's supposed to work. Yeah, you'll have to look at the model, so like your Olama chat model builder. So all the properties from that builder is what you apply on the config dot whatever. So it's not every chat model has the same properties.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Not every chat model within Olama.
No,
So for example,
within between providers, the properties
Oh,
are different.
between providers. Yeah,
yeah,
makes sense. Okay, so I mean, clearly Olama requires base URL because it told me it did.
yeah, because it uses the open AI API structure depending on the LLM you attach it to.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think if we can get this right, then it'd be useful to check this in to give an Olama example of how to get it to work.
I think the idea. Maybe we could take a look at what, because on the integration part, I think we start test container with Olama. So
Hey, it looked like it got through. Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right, thank you for the
Wow.
live debug session.
What machine do you have to run a Qwen 314B so fast?
It's just a MacBook.
No, it doesn't work.
You don't think that
Something
works?
bad happened. Yeah.
Actually, Qwen 3, yeah, that's got to go through all the thinking and all that garbage, right? So,
Yep.
um,
Probably
but
need at least 10 seconds to answer to that even on an
The-
M4.
Now, if you're running, I think if you're running these new M processes, Apple has a dedicated what you call it, AI module for it for running it.
it looks like it's still complaining. No
No,
methods
yeah,
out
because
there.
there is no API key, you can remove the line.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Makes sense. So I don't need the Olama.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it has moved away.
And in terms of model ID, yeah.
But no
Lama
exception this time,
3.2
so
3 billion.
it seemed like it was okay, but I'll just restart it just to check.
Yeah, but
Actually,
you change the model ID, and I'm
I gotta
Don't
check
believe,
which
yeah.
model.
Um,
I'll use
yeah,
Llama
Llama 3.
3.2 for a second to see if it.
Yeah.
So it did give a answer though, which was interesting. Unless somehow that was a canned answer.
Can you also show the Olama logs? I can't remember how to do that, but you have a command where you can see the Olama things running.
Yeah. Do you know where that is?
I think it's the Olama command that allows to do that.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, this returned the exact same thing. So yeah, I guess
Yeah.
this is a canned answer somehow.
What's the question?
Maybe that's just like an exception catch or something that it
Yep.
does in the code. So the logs for Olama, start a new window.
Should be in your home, apparently. Home Olama logs, server log. Pasting the
Olama logs, do you say server log?
no in your home directory
Oh, okay.
.olama .logs and then there is a server log.
Got you. Thank you.
Well, a 400, that doesn't sound good.
Mm.
But it's fast. Look at that.
Very
366
fast.
microseconds.
Quick rejection.
Yep. But why does it return 400? We don't have the content here.
Maybe you shouldn't have.
It's funny, it returns a 400, but doesn't actually log anything to say what it didn't like.
Yeah. That's annoying.
Try and open API link and then try and see if you get some kind of exception that's wrong.
So try open API link and which?
Go back to your Liberty console.
Yes. Oh, you mean to
Somewhere,
the code?
yeah, somewhere you'll see localhost 9080/open API/UI. You can just copy
Oh,
that
okay.
link and then,
You mean to the browser?
yeah.
Oops. There we go. Okay, so you're saying different URL?
Well, you can copy it from the
I mean,
one
I
that
should be able to do like right from here's the front end, right? So
no, that won't work because there's
I
no
think it's the
check.
wrong URL, right?
The one that's on the log on your console link.
The one that's on the log, yes.
No, on the console on your shell. Before it says status, there's a list of URLs that OpenLiberty shows. Bottom right.
Bottom right,
Bottom
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. So somewhere about 20, 30 lines from the bottom, you see a list of URLs.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Okay. Open API UI. All right. You want to see? Okay, I got. Sorry. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, so
There we go.
chat.
Then you can ask the question and run.
Same
You're
thing.
not
Yeah.
getting in.
Yeah. Because the 400 is written by Olama, not by the application. So the application gets the 400 and just returns this.
Yeah, no, but I was thinking if there's an exception or some fallback, it would still log some kind of exception.
There, I mean, it seems like there must be because it's, I don't think this is returned from the LLM because
No,
it's
no,
the
no, no.
same response as,
It looks like a fallback in a REST client.
yes. So yeah, I bet you're right. So in the REST client would be,
Or you can try and open the log file and then see, because the console doesn't log every traces. So you probably have to open the log file,
which
the Liberty log file, and then check.
the Liberty log file, I don't think got anything out of that.
Well, it captures more than, so about 3-4 lines.
Actually, yeah, let me check the messages log from Liberty, which should have more.
Don't you have like a server.log or messages.log?
Nothing interesting here. The response, which says sorry, that's probably got to be in the code somewhere.
It's probably in small CLI.
Oh, you think it's a small CLI?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's in Langchain for CLI.
Right. Okay. Possible.
It can be in the application, yeah. No, yeah, it looks like it's in the application. Yeah.
Yes, it is in the fault tolerance part, I think.
Yeah, it's a fallback. So yeah, it's in the application sample. Yeah.
Oh, you found?
Yeah. There is some fault tolerance. Yeah, I remember that now.
Chat AI service.java looks like has. Oh, that's an example. These are all examples, which seems. I doubt it would be from an example. All right, Clement, did you actually find where that is? I see a bunch of places where that same phrase is used, but it's all in examples.
Yeah, it's inside. Let me check. If I take the Liberty one.
There's an add fallback somewhere.
Yeah, it's a chat AI service. You have, sorry, I'm not able to answer your request, blah, blah.
Okay. Does that mean, because I thought, I don't know how true it is, but I mean, Olama says that they are OpenAI compatible on the interface.
They are not really compatible, and it's a different endpoint, and I don't believe that Olama integration is using this endpoint. And honestly, I will not use the OpenAI compatibility of Olama for now. It has been chaotic over the past year. Like sometimes it's compatible, next release it's not. It's it's very
Okay. Not stable.
and actually their API make a lot of sense. It works very well. So
Okay. I mean, to me, it sounds like the payload of the request going to Olama was malformed for this thing to return a 400 on us.
yeah, so it can come from several things. It can come because I've seen that inside your application property, you are still configuring top K and a couple of other things that may not be supported by Olama. Yeah. But I don't see in the log a message that say, hey, this attribute is not known. So that found that a bit surprising. But I will remove all this because yeah, we never know. And maybe log request and response. Yeah, keep that one.
Okay.
Because then we may see
We might see it.
what's sent. Yeah.
Same answer still. But it should have no method found for log request and response. Okay, so the API doesn't match.
Oh, okay. That yeah, I'm just yeah. I don't know how that part works.
Because I think it's just mapping from properties. It's trying to turn properties into method names, right? So
yeah, so that is
Yeah.
not a long chain for J method. The long chain for J method would be
You have to look at the Olama chat model. Chat model. Oh, chain for J.
log request, and log-responses.
oh, separately.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I need to work with Dimitro to get rid of this and use proper logging categories. But yeah, will be so much. So yeah.
All right, before I save that, I just ran it with it commented out. So let me see if that runs. Nope. Okay, let me save it and try it again.
There is a typo, I think, on request.
Oh, you see typo?
Maybe it was a bit quick, so no. Okay, no, it's okay.
Is it
So
it's supposed to be plural, right? I assume.
Yeah, yeah, it's plural. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really would like to have proper log categories instead of these. Like,
calls.
That's weird.
Can you look
Okay.
at the log? Do you have any failure?
Oh, yeah.
Any? Or maybe it was not started yet. We try.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so now we don't have that logs, but check in the log to see if we have the. No, we have nothing.
Let me see in the. Where am I? Oops.
I think it depends on the. I don't know how logs are working in Liberty, but you have to
Yeah,
have some kind of log level debug something. I think it's on log level debug or Trace.
this is
So depending on the log configuration.
messages
Oh, I
log.
can see it. Yeah, it's there.
Oh, up here. Here we go.
Oh, okay, great. That's what we wanted to see. You are a customer, blah, blah, blah. You send hello, what's up? So first it's duplicated, so that doesn't sound great. And let's go down. So that's our function. So everything is fine here. Go down. Yeah, here. Up. Method. Oh, no, that's still a request. Okay.
You're looking for the response.
Yeah.
I think it timeout.
Don't see a response.
Yeah, it probably timeout. Do we have a timeout?
Oh, wow,
Oh,
that's fast. It timed out.
There,
That was only
there is
like
a timeout on the fallback.
that was fast
Yeah.
though. That was only a couple seconds.
Timeout is for me it's 5 minutes in, so except if it got
Yeah, so
changed.
no. Didn't change the value, but let's see.
Oh, yeah. Can you check your properties again?
Wait, doesn't
Oh no, max retry and timeout. Yeah, no, so
yeah,
Comment today, but
Langchain4j has a max retry of 3, right? By default. So that's why you're probably getting the request.
oh 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in that case, Buake, you are accumulating the user message 3 times, which is invalid. Look.
No. That's internally by default. That's because
Yeah, but look, you have the user message 3 times. This is not valid. This is not correct.
Oh, well,
Your fault tolerance support for retry is not correct. You need to manipulate the memory when you retry. Otherwise,
yeah,
you will just keep accumulating the messages.
I think by default, if you need to use fault tolerance, the advice I got from Dimitri is to disable max retries on Langchain4j. Set it to 0 so that it can retry internally. Then you can use fault tolerance to retry. Otherwise, it will try and retry with that and accumulate it with Langchain4j.
I think it's unrelated to what Langchain4j fix the memory. If we have that, that's not because of Langchain4j. That's because of the retry of fault tolerance does not understand how to handle memory. You can't use plain fault tolerance with Langchain4j because of the memory issue. So you need to manipulate fault tolerance. I don't know. We did it in Quarkus. Like I don't know how you will be able to do that, but in Quarkus we had when we do a retry on an AI service, we manipulate the memory. We deduplicate the memory. There is no choice because a plain retry of fault tolerance will accumulate in the same memory.
Okay, so you just have to replay the same.
Yeah, either you don't add or you deduplicate. I can't remember. I think we started by not adding and then we ended up deduplicating, but yeah.
Mm.
It's funny how deduplication is actually simpler than not adding, but well.
Yeah, okay, the AI service has max retries also too. Okay, yeah, we'll have to, fault tolerance needs to be revisited anyway. So for now, we just need to park it and revisit it completely.
All right, and then I guess the question is, why is it? I don't see any responses in this, which is, I'm not sure why that would be.
Yeah, that's surprising because we should see at least a 400.
Yeah, which is weird.
So perhaps it's catching an exception before it even tries to send it to the LLM.
No, because we see the rest. We see something on the LLM. We see the 400. The question is why the 400 is not.
Oh, okay.
Where do you see the phone?
Maybe it's because of fault tolerance again, because it is. Yeah. I don't know. It's hooked in, but
Ah,
Oh, so the same, yeah. So
the
something is
value
causing the problem because of the payload, and then the fault, and it throws an exception from the LLM, and then fault tolerance sends it back 3 times.
and or one of the exception is triggering the fallback.
Yeah.
So it swallows it.
Yep.
Yeah. Something is, yeah, one of the exception is swallowing the. Olama is weird. Because
Yeah, I mean, in
I'm
theory, we've got the entire message here. We could actually try it directly to Olama to see.
yeah, I'll have to try it on Olama because literally I'm busy running the same Liberty examples today. And okay, I'm using Azure OpenAI, so I'm not having issue.
Okay.
So
Oh, I guess I can't do it this way because it's not a Swagger UI. I guess there's a curl command that would make that work. So I don't know if I'll get this right freehanding this, but
No, you shouldn't take the body part, the body. I mean, you take the body element.
I guess yeah, that's going to be awkward content type and stuff I have to get right.
You have to go up to until the square bracket, I think.
May take too long to do this live, sorry. So I can update the doc if I can get this thing to run.
Okay, try the best way I can think of, but that still won't work. No, it's fine. Leave it. My idea it's not going to work for now.
Oh yeah, send a post directly to Olama.
That's what I'm actually trying to do.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
curl. Yeah.
It's just sanitize it to get rid of all the single quotes and then just look right, content type, and then just let it flow, body. I took out the single quotes so that I can surround it in the command line.
Maybe you could simplify the form JSON part because, for example, you could remove the tools and stuff like that, and just have one single user message instead of two.
Oh, well, you shouldn't care too much about that, right?
Just to make it easier to
Sure.
copy and paste. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I would just send role user hello what's up. Actually,
yeah, exactly. I mean, I think you should simplify it to messages, role your user, hello, what's up. And so you don't have all those details.
so just include the system and user message and then
I mean, yeah, you just
drop
include messages and the array and just one role
actually
user content.
I'll start with the whole thing for a second and work backwards, because if it works with that, then
yeah.
binary search here. Invalid character, looking for beginning of value. I Is that the content type it's complaining about? Do I need to say header or something? I'm gonna just drop that content type. All right, why don't I try this offline so I don't have to hold you guys all up?
yeah, I need to switch to another call in 9 minutes.
Yeah, I know we're way over. Okay, so I'll put into the minutes if I can get to that point of figuring out what the curl results give me. But yeah, I guess we have a few things to work on. So I put in the minutes, the pieces that I guess I think are issues at this point. Okay, so I'll continue down the path of trying to solve how to get the Liberty one to run, and hopefully once we can get that, then we can make some changes to make some PRs, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the live debug. That was helpful. See you
Cool.
guys. Have a good
Yep.
good weekend.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.